Hello everyone, today is November 22nd, and this is an overview of the upcoming weather for your Thanksgiving week. Now I know it may seem like we can't catch a break from these cold, dreary, rainy days, but I promise you change is coming, if it's at least for a small amount of time. In this video we will be looking at today's weather as long as the weather for your upcoming Turkey Day and a few days beyond that as well. Now starting with today, today was forecasted to be a cloudy day, but with not much rain in the forecast. However, as we've seen over the past couple hours, that isn't coming to fruition as we hoped. As we can see on the satellite picture, clouds have been streaming into the area, and unfortunately, many of these have been bringing rain with them, at least over the South Shore for now. If we take a look at the radar, you can see a big swath of rain over the southwestern portions of the area, which is starting to move into the areas of the lake, North Shore, and South Shore, and will probably stick around for most of the day. Now, if we look at temperatures, we can see that it's still in the mid 50s, even though the highs today were forecasted to be in the mid 60s. Areas outside of the rain are starting to reach forecasted highs, but if you're in the southwestern portions of the area, you might not end up reaching those highs today. Now, you might be wondering, what happened? Why was this so unforecasted? Well, let's come look at the models real quick. This is our HRRR, which is the main model that we use for simulated reflectivity, or simulated radar. If we play this out, we can see that not much rain is really depicted over the area at all. Just a few showers here and there, which is what was forecasted initially. The original forecast called for about a 10% chance of rain over most of the area, with higher chances out west. Of course, this was the graphic that I posted this morning from our National Weather Service office in Slidell. As we can see, they forecasted highs in the mid 60s, sun and clouds, along with a minuscule chance of rain. Obviously, the graph does not go down to 10%, but that was what was forecasted over the most of the area. Now, when we look at this model that I just showed you, you'd think the same thing, wouldn't you? And this is the problem with models. In no way are they perfect, but we have to use what we can. And as forecasters, it's just as frustrating when models fail, because our forecasts fail on top of that when that happens. And actually, our office in Slidell issued an update about an hour ago stating that they did up the rain chances a little bit. Not much, but that's what you expect. They're not going to up this a lot. 15 to 25% chances of rain fits this well. Now sadly, it looks like most of this rain will be sticking around throughout the day. If we go to Lake Charles radar, we can see that there is a big swath of rain still off in the Gulf, which if we play out is also still moving to the northeast. These will be filling in over time, and unfortunately it seems like most of the area might not be able to escape the rain for today. Now today is a big travel day for Thanksgiving, but luckily it looks like we should not have many cancellations. Light to moderate rain will not cause any flight cancellations over time. And to add on, winds are also light. Now if we come back to the HRRR, hopefully we don't see any rain tomorrow. But the models show that we should not see any rain tomorrow. And of course, I am going to put an asterisk on that, because as you saw today, this didn't really pan out well. Now as we get to the end of the loop, notice that a big swath of rain starts to open up over the Texarkana area. Now obviously this won't be a threat to us, but do notice that this is 6 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning. And as we go throughout the day, we might see some more rain building in over the area. And that's exactly what's forecasted by our weather service. First off, this is Wednesday. Notice we finally get a good day. Very little chance of rain and highs in the low 70s for once. It's been probably 2 weeks since we've been in the 70s. It's been in the 50s for that long. But finally we get a break. Now as we move into our Turkey Day, we see that highs are relatively the same. However, thunderstorms and showers will be widespread. Now we're not expecting it throughout the entire day, but mostly in the afternoon we will be seeing a good chance of storms. Now if we come back to the models here and go to the NAM, put simulated reflectivity, notice how this is very low resolution. That is what we have at this range. As you can see, there's a batch of storms that forms on this model near the coast. Now this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon Thanksgiving. These storms eventually move to the north, strengthening a little bit. Maybe you get some heavy rain in there, some lightning. Nothing severe looks likely at this point, but you will be seeing that moving northward. And you could get a heavy batch of rain or two on your Thanksgiving. Now if we go past that, notice a line starts to develop and move towards the area as we get into Friday. This line weakens, but notice that there's still some leftover rain over the area. But even then, notice that more rain is to our back. So Thursday into Friday, and even into Saturday, will be a pretty wet time. It'll be Thursday afternoon. We might get a break during the overnight hours on Thursday into Friday. But then during the day Friday, we see another batch of rain, and that one might last a good bit. And then Saturday, a cold front will probably swing through the area. So if we look at the hourly forecast throughout the days upcoming, this is for Destrehan. We can see that in the rain forecast that we have. Of course, here's today's rain, and here's Thursday. This is Thursday morning. They give a slight chance of rain. But then if we go forward 2 days, you can see that the temperatures don't move at all. That's what happens when you're in rain. Just look at this forecast. You have almost a guaranteed chance of rain from Thursday afternoon into Friday morning. And even into Saturday morning, a likely chance of rain, with thunder possible throughout all of this period, until finally the rain begins to slack off. Now this is Saturday at this point. Saturday into the morning, there's still a half-decent chance of rain. If you look at the precipitation potential, you can see that it starts very high, it starts to drop off as we get into Saturday, but it lasts a very long time there. If we go forward another 2 days, notice that the temperatures will drop once again, into the 50s this time, not very far, and we will still be able to rebound into the 60s, the upper 60s on Sunday, after the front kicks through. Also, as we notice, rain begins to slack off finally into Saturday night, and once you get to Sunday, things will be drying out. So that's everything you need to know about this week's weather. If I have time, you might see another update on Thanksgiving or on Friday, but that's going to be very dependent on what happens with the weather and if things change. If not much changes, I will probably just leave this update to cover everything. For everyone traveling this week, I wish you safe travels. I am thankful for every single one of y'all that follow my weather updates. And I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving and a great week ahead. Thank you for watching.